Good morning. I was reading the book of Romans today. I love the book of Romans. It just seems to have everything that you need to follow Christ in this one book. It talks about a vertical relationship with God, and then it spends a long time about horizontal relationships with one another. So I'm reading in chapter 13 this morning. I'm going to begin in verse 8 and read through verse 10. And the key word here is going to be love. So I want you to hear that word love. Verse 8, owe nothing to anyone except to love one another. For he who loves his neighbor has fulfilled the law. That's a crazy statement, I want you to know, particularly to the Jews that were listening to what Paul was saying. Right? Let me repeat that. He who loves his neighbor has fulfilled the law. For this, you shall not commit adultery, you shall not murder, you shall not steal, you shall not covet. And if there's any other commandment, it is summed up in this, saying, you shall love your neighbor as yourself. Verse 10, finally, love does no wrong to a neighbor. Therefore, love is the fulfillment of the law. Well, if I could say one thing to you today, I would say this. I've already told you many, many times to love the Lord your God with all your heart, strength, and mind. And then what you follow up to that is to love your neighbor as yourself. When you really begin to love people, a number of things take place. Number one, they feel that love, and they know that love is not just a natural thing, it's a supernatural thing. Number two, once they sense that, they're drawn to you. They know that you're loving, you're not going to harm them in any way, so they're attracted to you. But that opens the door. Once the door is open for you, then you can take the gospel message through. I love you because Christ first loved me. That's the key. I think that's the key to our culture, our society, how we can change the world that we live in. So I believe we can change the world that we live in one street at a time, one household at a time, by simply loving God and then loving our neighbor as ourselves. Owe nothing to anyone except to love them and fulfill God's law. Have a great day. Go love somebody.